After spending time in Bogota and Medellin, I ended my 2.5-week solo travel and remote work adventure in Cartagena, a city I've been dying to visit for years. Though I was here for 7 days, I had a full schedule to balance as I was working remotely during the day and being a solo traveler at night. I planned a street food tour, cooking class, champeta and salsa dancing class, rum and chocolate tasting, visiting Palenque, the first free black town in the Americas, eating every whole fish I could find, island hopping, and so much more was all on the itinerary. So come with me to unpack before a jam-packed solo travel experience in Cartagena, Colombia.
You can ask whatever you want. You can bring anything? No,
that's really good.
So a family called Roman created this soda. With culture, we have visions over Cuba. So, Coke company buy this soda.
Ooh, they're hot.
But they break twice.
Oh, okay.
Patacones with cheese. She said they eat 8 for breakfast, 2 for lunch, and 8 for dinner, but they're smaller. Only eat a piece of it, apparently. Don't eat. So this is sancocho. It is like a boiled vegetable soup. It'll be really good for hangovers. So,
it's supposed to be.
but I'm gonna add some hot sauce because I kind of want to try it with hot sauce too.
No.
And you tell me you worked at it.
3 more? 4 more? I didn't check.
Did it say on the dinner? It's no sugar.
That's it.
Baby, last night I did not like.
I had
Like a tea.
tuna with risotto.
I believe we have wine for also.
See, I like wine now.
Entonces regálame solo 3 de queso.
Maniola with cheese, nom nom. One thing about Colombia, they like their cheese and fried food.
Yes.
Breakfast. I did have this for breakfast. Cheers.
1, 2, 3.
Salud.
Salud.
We tried that other kind, the
I've had worse beer.
Colombian
It's
beer.
good.
It is good.
Now it's a video.
I was there.
Oh, hey.
I was there.
While the street food tour went smoothly, the cooking class almost did not happen. Because I booked this trip during Colombia's wet season, there was a lot of flooding and my Ubers kept canceling. I was super late to the cooking class almost by a half hour or so, which I did book on Airbnb Experiences, but they were super accommodating and totally understood, so we got ready to prepare our traditional Colombian dinner. And on that menu was coconut rice, empanadas, mojarra roja, which is a type of fish, agua panela, and patacones. If you are a foodie and you're looking for a cool experience, this cooking class will have your taste buds bursting by the end.
Eso es.
Así. Oh my gosh. Real sugar.
What I liked most about this cooking class was the variety of things we made, including agua panela, which is a sugarcane juice I had never tried before. Oh, and you can also order drinks during the class. So I got a passion fruit margarita, and passion fruit is super common in Colombia. And as you will hear, I thought everything tasted great.
Say less. That's really good.
Like a pinch of salt.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good.
What I also liked about this cooking class was that we did everything in very easy steps, even though we made a lot of food, like this big old fish, which was one of my highlights of the entire class.
Oh, it's heavy. Oh, that's real.
Limón, pasta de ajo, vegetales, aceite de oliva.
Eating a whole fish like this is very common in Cartagena. You will see it on a lot of menus, and I recommend you try it at least once because it became my favorite dish when I went out to eat.
Well, she did it for me. Figura.
After about 2 hours of cooking and some dancing, we finally made it to the end of the class, which is the best part, which is eating all the food that we made. It's so nice. You get a very nice portion for this class. It's super affordable. I will link it down in the description box if you want to try it on your trip to Cartagena. Now, activity 3, the champeta and salsa dance class, was something that I booked on a whim. I am not a dancer, y'all. I am quite nervous when it comes to dancing in front of people in public. And when I signed up for this Airbnb experience, I thought I was going to be dancing with other people. But long behold, once I got there, I realized I was the only one signed up for this class. I did this tour with Black Legacy Experiences. They also did the palenque tour. You will see later on in this video, but honestly, this champeta and salsa dancing class was probably the most fun I had ever had by myself on a solo trip. The guys were really nice. It made me super comfortable, and it was a great prerequisite to do right before I went over to my rum and chocolate tasting, which I am a tequila girl, so this rum class was definitely a different kind of stretch for me, but I love chocolate, so let's go see what I get into.
More of a tequila girl, but I wanted to try more rum. Yes.
Now, there were some rums that were questionable that I tasted. However, the majority of it was not that bad to me.
Oh, but it tastes more herbal. It tastes like the clove, the rosemary.
They have a lot of spices there, so each brand have a part.
The pours were generous, and I do recommend eating before taking this class.
So you said our taste buds are horrible, essentially.
No. You're exploring connected with our perception. Like,
overall, I thoroughly enjoyed this rum and chocolate tasting. As someone who does not know about nor drink a lot of rum, the instructor was very informative of talking about the history of rum and what we were trying and tasting. And of course, we did get to make our own drink. I will say bartenders have very strong arms because this took some work when it came time for me to shake it, but mixing the rum and having the chocolate was a very well-rounded experience. And if you're headed to Cartagena, I again would recommend this class to learn more about their drinking culture in the country.
And there we have it. I did it.
yes. It's like a rum.
The drink I made, a rum lemonade.
Cheers, ladies.
Cheers.
Ladies. Salud.
Hello, welcome to another solo travel day in Colombia. This is going to be a little different than some of the things y'all have seen thus far in the vlog. I've been doing a lot. If you don't know or you don't also watch my remote work vlogs, this is essentially a workcation. So I am working remotely in Bogota, Medellin, and Cartagena. And today I took off work. And I had this really big plan to go to the islands. You may have heard of the Rosario Islands. And I had the full intention to go and find a tour. And then I just decided I didn't want to. I think being a solo traveler, being a solo remote worker, and solo travel content creator, as in I do all of this by myself, I often feel pressure to show every little thing that I've read about that I need to be doing in a city. And when it came time for me to book one of the beach tours, I said, I do not want to be on a beach by myself, and I did not want to be on a beach, on a party beach at that, with a bunch of other people standing in water and eating. It just is not the vibe that I wanted to go with today. And so if you're watching this, and if you are someone who may not be a huge party person, but no, it's a thing that people do, and wherever you're visiting, don't feel obligated to do things for other people. I think that's one of the beautiful parts of solo travel, is that no one can tell me what I can and cannot do. And I feel like putting that extra pressure on myself to do things just because I know there are things to do that people are going to be asking me about kind of defeats the purpose of me creating these solo travel videos, these solo travel guides that I often make for my website about all the places I've been. So instead, we are going to relax. We are going to have kind of a chill day in Cartagena, walk around a little bit, because I work during the week as part of the solo travel vlogs, meaning I do a lot of the activities either in the morning or after work. I haven't had a chance to really just walk around and be a tourist like I normally would be. So today we're gonna head out, go get some brunch, maybe do a little shopping, and just walk around and go with the flow instead of pressuring ourselves to do things that we aren't 100% wanting to do. However, I will say, if you do come to Cartagena, that is a thing to do. So if you want to go to the islands, by all means, you absolutely should. I've heard great things about it, so don't let this deter you. Just know Sojourner wanted to do her today, and doing her means relaxing. Buenos dias! I am very excited for today. It is one of my last few days in Cartagena, and I have been dying for years to go to Palenque. And if you don't know, Palenque is the first free black town in the Americas. It's right outside of Cartagena, and since I'm here, y'all know I had to do a day trip. I am going with Black Legacy Experiences, so I also did the champeta class as a Black American who is a descendant of people who were enslaved in the United States. As I've gotten older, I've been really into understanding more about the diaspora, more about where we ended up around the world. And so when I heard about Palenque, I don't know how many years ago, I knew one day I wanted to go to Cartagena and also go to Palenque. And today that dream is coming true, and I'm really excited to go to learn about the history, the culture, the people, definitely do some shopping. If you can't tell, people have been calling me a palenquera, which are the women who you may have seen on social media in Cartagena because of the way I've been dressing. To me, that's a compliment. So I'm really excited to learn more.
Y, que le. Para centro.
Al centro
Para adentro.
y para adentro.
As a black solo female traveler, I do meet quite a few black travelers as I'm hopping around, but it's even better to meet black folks from the country or city that you're visiting, and even better that they are the ones leading your tour. Black Legacy Experiences was definitely one of the best tour companies I used on my trip to Palenque.
Nada.
One of the best parts of visiting Palenque was seeing the global solidarity, how black they were, how proud they were. Also similarities between cultures in Palenque and other places around the world, such as black folks in the US with the music, the dancing. We learned about Palenquero rap, and it was truly a great experience just to listen to the stories of the people who live there, and also do some shopping, of course, and learn more about the global diaspora. Though most people do this activity first, I ended my solo trip in Cartagena with a nice brunch, but also a tour of the walled city that I booked on Airbnb Experiences. By this time, I had done a few of my own walks through the colorful walled city, but I wanted to get a formal tour guide experience to learn more about the artwork, history, and culture of the area. We even got to see some sloths in the park, so that was also very cool. But the one thing I'm walking away with from this solo trip is the art of slowing down and not trying to do too much. I had a lot of high ambitions for these 7 days in Cartagena. And since I didn't get to all of it, I'm just gonna have to remind myself to come back one day in the future to experience more of the city, country, and culture in Colombia. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed all the food, all the activities, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.